Good morning, beautiful you. How are you doing today? Welcome back to the AM Weekend Show. And you know what time it is? Social media trends with Divine and I go, how are you guys doing? What's up?
We're fine. We're fine. I'm trying to keep up.
New versions of excitement whenever you go on
I try. You know, it's not easy, but yeah, I try. It's so good to see you guys
Good
on
to
the
see
show
you once
today.
again after
You're
many
looking like
weeks.
an Americana. Like
Actually,
big
yeah.
time Americana. I love that. I love
It's given.
Man, I just look like Aliyah, trying to like give Aliyah vibe today. But
Yeah.
let's get into it.
Not bad.
So the stories we have today are like super interesting and at the same time a little bit triggering. Oh, God knows about this story. But so a couple of days ago, a House of Representative member named Honorable Judge Ozodinobi, right? He's the House of Representative member representing Njikoka, Dunukofia, and Anyocha in Anambra State. He has served as a deputy minority whip before in the 10th Nigerian National Assembly. So he had this event, this mega, an empowerment event in his community, right? It was themed mega proportion, right? So it's an empowerment event to empower the youth of Dunukofia.
Actually, youths?
Yeah, it's actually the youths.
Okay.
The youths of
Okay.
Dunukofia and Yocha, and you know, it happened at Agulu. Yeah,
Agulu.
if I'm pronouncing it right. I'm going to say Agulu. Well, what he shared was a little bit intriguing to some people. Yeah, but I think the reason why it was intriguing is because of the theme mega proportion. So when you hear the word mega proportion, especially when coming from a honorable senator, it's supposed to be something with a lot of weight.
It's relative now.
It's pretty relative. But my guy was sharing cassava stem, seedlings, corn, coconut seed, corn seeds and all that to the people. I would love for us to have that video up so we could see how they were crying out when they were sharing this.
Hey! Aja agenzi yes eje ọzọ njecha nke ilachacha ụdala nke lachaba na ụdala nke ilachacha anya no problem hey nani boji ndani oche eme nani ba aja osisi akpụ akọtakwa n'ọrụ ma ọka akọtakwa n'ọka ahụ hey.
So yeah, you just saw the video of a man crying out, the people of Agulu crying out about what this honorable senator representing them in the House of Rep shared to them for mega proportion. I know you all have a lot to say. You have a lot to say. But let's take the comments because what drew me to this story was the comments.
Okay.
Right? And it trended, right? So let me just take the comments and hear what people on X had to say about this. So Nwabweze Soporo Daniel says, "Are you not ashamed of yourself posting this, foolish man?"
So who is he talking to now?
See what you know what? Let's just move forward. Big Try General says that's enough stick to whip his head with and restore sense. But unfortunately, he's in Abuja. We have representative problems. What happened to sewing machines, keke, shuttle bus, skill acquisition, sending 200 youths abroad to work, sending 150 to study? Moving forward, Chinwuba, if I'm pronouncing that right, says, ignorance is when you don't know and you are loud about it. The one place the East lacks, an empowerment was done as regards to that, and one ignorant person came ranting. We don't want to know. It's a shame. Let's greed and ignorance not be the end of us.
So this one is talking now that what he did is right. So we should go into agriculture.
My dear, let me take the last. Let me take the last comment. That Boy says this is outcome of most villages. I think he meant to say this is the outcome of most villages in the East. Well, we've heard what the streets of Twitter had to say about this. In fact, there is so much more comments about because a lot of people were talking about it. It was more like a thing of shame. People perceived it as a thing of shame. Like, why would a whole honorable senator representing three different local governments coming out to share something like this? What happened to sewing machine? What happened to tractors and all that? But I think he's trying to tell them to move into farming. I don't know what that is.
Which is actually a good idea.
It's a good idea. But let me take your...
don't we start with Divine?
Divine has a lot to say. Our blood is boiling.
I don't have a lot so funny.
You know the funny thing?
Yeah.
For me, I feel like in 2025, and we're doing empowerment. And the empowerment, let's even leave the topic, Gongo. You call it empowerment.
Yeah.
And the empowerment we are doing is giving stick. Now they're supposed to use our white people. It's giving stick or seedlings to people. Now, don't get me wrong. I think it's a good idea to give, but you can't call people and tell them that you want to empower them and you're giving them seedlings for agriculture.
Yeah.
Most of these people are not interested in it. And it's even the youth. If you could have made it specific, you could have specified it and said, for agriculture, we are lacking in this. There's no way you will sell it to the people that will buy it from you, actually. We lack in agriculture. We're not producing our own food. Let's go into it. Now, this is that. Not calling people out of their house to come and your empowerment is this. So where do we go from here? Now, when they go home and plant it, how are they going to, continue to take care of it? What's the next step from here? Is it just that you've done it, you've taken it out of your paper, you said you empowered them when you were on stage?
In 2025. I feel like, I believe cassava stem is easy to get. Like,
go to your neighbor's farm. They have it all over the place.
Let's hear Divine. Let's hear you, girl. What do you have to say about this?
It's annoying.
It's so funny.
I feel like we're not supposed to be doing empowerment in 2025.
Yeah.
When you were telling the story, I was just thinking about the motive. Okay, the motive
behind it.
And obviously, of course, there's only one thing it points to: agriculture.
Yeah.
So I really tried within me to give him the benefit of doubt. I'm not even going to kid you. I tried. I said, okay. Looking at it from another angle, whenever the likes of the president's wife or even the president comes out to say they're empowering and they start sharing bags of rice, we complain. We really complain, giving us bags of rice. Don't teach us, don't give us fish. Teach us how to fish. So this man now came up with a super idea to teach them how to fish. Give them so that they can go and plant.
I love her perspective on this story.
At least it's not giving you cassava to go and eat. You cannot.
I tried. That's why I said there's a way you could have sold it to them.
Yes.
He, in his defense now, he's probably thinking, I did not give them cassava to eat. I gave them
to grow.
Apple, So I'm empowering them so that they can go
into the bush farming. And farm and all that.
But after everything, I tried. I wanted to, but after everything, truth still remains that you don't empower people that you don't know what their needs are.
Exactly.
You cannot just move into a village and say, cassava is everywhere, just like you've mentioned.
Everywhere.
The people you are giving cassava stems to, and the other things you are giving them, did you ask them if they have land?
Did you
ask them if they have fertilizer? Did you ask them? Seed. I don't actually think seed is any farmer's worry or any intending farmer's worry.
It's not actually.
I really don't think so. If you want to get into farming as a youth, as a young person, you're thinking about land first. Whether you have the land to do it. Whether the land is secure, with what security is saying.
Yes.
Whether you have the ability to maintain it. You have the fertilizer, you have the money to keep
the manpower, actually.
The manpower, the capital.
It's a lot.
So you just went there and gave them, you didn't at least ask. No, I'm not going to say that his move was entirely wrong. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say encouraging us to get into agriculture is wrong. If you're saying sewing machine, a lot of people don't want to do that. And then if you're in a very remote area like that, you may think farming is the best. So let's assume he has the best intentions. Why didn't you ask them? Why didn't you make
people that are interested in agriculture?
But the world is evolving. My own worry is in 2025, you are giving people
That's what I'm saying.
cassava stems.
For me, I feel like
seedling.
2025, we're not even supposed to be doing empowerment. And even if we're going to be doing empowerment,
Like,
this kind,
what are we doing?
tomorrow now, Senator Oluremi Tinubu say her own initiative is to give 50,000 naira to women to do business. What will 50,000 naira do for you in this
Well,
season?
you're saying
What
they shouldn't
will
do
it do?
empowerment. What should they do?
Like, what I mean by
The type of empowerment.
the level of
I think.
empowerment we are doing in Nigeria this season, like in 2025, that is not empowerment.
It's not encouraging.
You cannot call it empowerment. It's not solving any
quite
problem.
disheartening, really.
Yeah, it's really,
Now,
really
tomorrow another
disheartening.
person will come. Another empowerment is to give 25 kg bag of rice, sachet of tomatoes, few
Oh
onions,
my God.
and that
Let
is
me
it.
bust your bubble. There was a picture that was in the comment section. I don't know why I didn't take that picture. So someone was saying that, oh, these ones are here disturbing. Come and see what they give Kwara State women during empowerment. I was...
It's
do you
sad. So
know
what's
what, do you know what
what's
they
the
give?
picture?
They give one in front of me. I've literally seen someone give 1 cup of rice, 1 cup of beans, 1 cup of gari, and these women were happy. They were rejoicing.
What do you want them to do?
Yeah, it's that crazy. It's that crazy. But
It's sad that in 2025
it's
we're
really,
seeing a
really
situation
sad.
like that.
I hope his team does something about this because it's not even good for his PR.
His team
It's
is not going to do anything anyway.
Yeah.
So moving on.
Yeah, so moving on to the next story. This one is a little bit dear to me because
Sorry, before you take that, I think we need to go for a very short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
okay. Welcome back to the AM Weekend Show. Has gone a little short emergency break. Y'all give it up for Ogo. She killed a bee that was about to sting me. Maybe. But anyways,
Okay,
thank you, Divine. Let's move on to the second story. Well, it was a trend that started up on Instagram, on Twitter. Sorry. Someone started the trend. It says, "Tell me something that is none of my business." And the lady named Sophia says she came up with a lot of things that was pretty emotional. I got a job to a multinational curve when I was 5 months pregnant. The interview phase was virtual, so they didn't see. Plus, I did not have a bump till I'm 7 months. I got the job. They sent offer letter and all. Boom. I called the HR to open up to her, and she said I should hold on. Well, that she will get back to me. She got back 4 days after and told me, "We're sorry, we wouldn't be going on with your offer." I cried so hard because the job was a dream come true. The pay is over 500K too, and a hybrid role, 2 days on site, 3 days of work. Well,
3 days remotely.
yeah, 3 days remotely. Well, this one really caught my attention. But let's take a few comments, then I'll get your opinion on this.
Okay.
Right? So Evelyn says, pregnancy and childbirth is a huge sacrifice. It can limit you. Actually, go right with that. A very huge one. Aya says, women, if you won't follow career, no kuku marry or carry belle too.
We're saying that a male or a female?
A male, actually. Moving forward, pregnancy is not what they tell someone about. When you see it, you will know. Moving forward, if you're the owner of a business, will you hire a pregnant staff due for delivery in 2 months when you have work to be done and targets to meet? Buki says, you are not obliged to tell an intending employer about your pregnancy. Well, only in Nigeria you see disappointments like this. God will bless you with something more better. Keep your faith stronger. Well, my question now is, if you own a brand, if you own a business, if you're the employer, would you employ a lady that is pregnant? Maybe not 7 months, maybe like 3, 4 months or 5 months to your company. Would you employ her knowing that she might not be as efficient as she would be if she wasn't heavy at the moment? And also, do you think what this employer did, this HR, do you think what she did was right?
Sentiments aside, if we're going to be honest, sentiments aside,
Yeah.
you're looking for someone to replace a role that has been maybe vacant for a few months, and there are deadlines and backlogs. So employing someone that is 7 months pregnant and in 2 months the person is due expecting, and that 3 months break.
Yeah.
So you see all those things.
Maternity
I feel
break.
like, to be honest, if we're being honest, sentiments aside, employing a pregnant woman that is 7 months pregnant, it's not
good.
advantageous to
the company.
right?
Yeah.
But if she was maybe in her early trimester, I feel like, but at the end of the day, still sentiment playing, right?
Yeah.
You want to consider her, women are marginalized, this and that, so you're considering all those things. But if you're going to check it in efficiency, you know that someone who is pregnant in the long term will affect your own business, unless you have somebody else that can step in
Supplement,
for her. But if you're looking for a role, I don't think there is somebody that can step in at that particular time. That's why you're looking for someone to replace that role, right? So sentiments aside, I think employing a pregnant woman
is not the best.
It's not really the best option, especially if it's a situation. Now it depends on another thing is the role. If it's a role that is studious, that requires like
247
presence, big attention to details and all those things, deadlines to meet, I think the company is also going to suffer unless they have other hands that can stand in within a period of time. So
Divine, what do you think of this?
Personally, I would say, like Ogo mentioned, depends on the kind of job. Yeah, there are types of job that I wouldn't depend. I mean, for me, if I'm an employer, it's on you, really. I put out an application, you say you can do it. Your duty is to do it. If I see your CV and I think you're qualified, and you too, we have an interview, you're sounding like you know what you're doing, I will give you a try. I would want to give you a try. Because you said you know you're pregnant and you took on the job. But of course, we'll make it clear. We both know what we're signing up for. Do you understand? That's one side of it. On the other hand, too, like I said, it depends on the job. There are jobs that a pregnant woman can still do. Do you understand? And there are jobs she cannot do. So if that's the kind of job, if it's a job she can do, why not? Then the third thing to also consider, I also think it's a flaw with our employment system in Nigeria. Certain things are not indicated. If you're going through an online application, the same way they're asking you marital status is the same way if that job requires certain level of commitment, those kind of things should be
there. Certain questions
should be asked too. Because you did not indicate that pregnant women should not apply. Then I applied. Then you now want to make me feel like I'm doing something bad. You've not even given me a try to see if I'm fit. It's not when I'm taking excuses and I'm telling you, oh, today I was vomiting. Tomorrow. Personally, I don't think, I mean, unfortunately, Nigeria is the way it is. But pregnant women shouldn't really be exposed to work. In fact, left to me, if I had such power, pregnant people would not have to work. But where we are right now, if you did not indicate in the application that a pregnant person should not apply,
I feel that indication is very important.
You have no right to judge my performance before even giving me a chance. That's what I feel. So as an employer, if you saw the job description there and you put your head, you say you can do it, you better do it.
Okay, that brings me to this question I would love to ask, and I want your sincere opinions on this.
Okay.
Do you think pregnancy limits women with ambition? Do you think marriage or pregnancy limits women with ambition? You know, does it limit them from getting to their peak?
That depends on so many factors. First off,
continue.
First off, it depends on the kind of man you're married to. Marriage and pregnancy, or pregnancy.
Both of them.
Both of them. Okay, that depends on the kind of man you're married to. If you're married to someone that supports you, that is interested in your ambition as much as you are to, it shouldn't limit you. Then, but when you talk about pregnancy, there's a little bit of exception with that because you cannot really tell what your pregnancy experience is going to be like. You can even have your first child and you'll be strong. The second child, you just break down. So you can't really determine from there, you know. But I'm saying generally, nobody should really pause their lives.
For it's not worth it.
If you have an ambition, all you need to do is settle for a man that.
But you know, it's very difficult. Because society will if you crumble, you say a lot of things.
That's why I say you have to pick a man that will support you. If you have someone supporting,
it's hard.
It's support. For me, marriage might not affect your ambitions, but you see, pregnancy is going to affect your ambition. And that's what I'm saying.
Pregnancy, you can't determine.
That's 9 months. The first 6 months of taking care of your child, you have to pause something. That's why you see some career women, they take career break just to have children and raise them to a level before they go back to work. But will it affect your ambition? Let's just be honest with ourselves. It will. It will definitely affect your ambition.
Like I said, it depends. It depends. Some women are strong.
Yeah.
Some
be strong to
pregnancies
say.
are easier. And
So-
it depends really. Some are easier, some are
You have to
Pregnancies are
give
really
up
not
on something.
easy. They're not
You need to
for me.
understand
I'm saying it from an-
You need to
They're
understand me.
not, yeah.
Understand me. Generally, they are not. Like I said earlier, if I had the chance, they will not do it.
Yeah, they should
work
not
at all.
even. Yeah,
But what
pregnant
I'm
women should not
saying-
even be working.
Exactly. But what I'm saying is some pregnancies may come easy. I've seen women who
Yes.
are very, very agile.
When they're pregnant.
When they are pregnant.
from beginning to
So
the
it's
end.
just like this. It's like this. It's not a one size fits all thing. So I cannot keep a blanket statement that if you're pregnant, you cannot. Your ambition is gone. I can't. put
It's not
that kind of
like
blanket
for me, it's not
statement.
like gone, but you're going to have a pause. If you're not going to pause your
And it's
career
scary.
or your ambition for a while, that
Yeah.
means your child is not having you completely. Something has
anyways,
to lack.
it depends on the
Is it
person
that
you're getting
somebody is the one
married
taking
to.
care of your
Yeah.
child? You're just
Like you
someone
said.
coming in and going.
Yeah.
The child when you've given birth or when you're pregnant.
Pregnancy and childbirth altogether.
It's a
now.
lot, because you don't give birth to a child and leave the child
I
at
thought we were
home.
talking
You have to
about
take care of.
pregnancy period.
After the pregnancy,
Pregnancy
you will
period.
give birth now.
give birth
After
now.
giving birth.
There's that. There's
Yeah.
that.
So there's no way. Is it that you're the one that will just, somebody else is taking care of the child while you pursue what you're doing?
But most of
Then
the time, you have to
something
like
has
stay back
something
with the
has to
child.
pause.
You have to stay
Your
back with the
career has
child
to
for a
pause for the
bit.
child to,
Yeah.
to a large extent. So yeah.
So it's not a big deal. That means what the HR did was okay. But at the same time, I feel
I'm not okay.
well,
100%.
I'm okay with it because anyways, she did not indicate
That's my
that indicator was a problem though. But what you said, Ogo,
Sentiments
aside, trust me, you don't want your business or your company to suffer because of somebody's pregnant. I mean, sorry, I might sound a little cocky, but why did you get pregnant in the first place?
Eh?
Why are you pregnant?
Ijoma, please, oh. God, I beg, oh. I don't follow for this gist, oh. I don't follow for this gist, oh.
show has now come to an end
Yeah.
officially.
Just come to an end. Thank you so much for sticking with us from the beginning with Ogo and Divine, giving it to you back to back. And now I'm sitting here giving it to you too.
Back to back.
Thank you so much for sticking with us. And to the entire production team in Afia TV, thank you so much. The man behind the cameras, the MCR and everybody, the security, the cleaners,
thank you so
everyone. Thank you
much.
so much because you made it so good for today. I don't know why I have so much energy, but yeah. Signing out, Ijoma Luke.
My name is